Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie and I am the artist and owner behind NMC Design Studio, which is a small art business based out of Seattle, Washington. Today I wanted to chat with y'all about my packaging, thoughts behind packaging, and specifically thoughts behind eco-friendly packaging. So I'm by no means an expert. I just am someone who tries to have more eco-friendly packaging in my business versus just buying like whatever. And I definitely did just buy whatever at the beginning, but as soon as I ran out of those things, I was like, maybe I should consider recyclable, recycled, compostable things. And obviously some of those things are more relevant in certain parts of the country than others. I know in Seattle, we have commercial composting. So City of Seattle comes through and collects compost and then takes it to a facility where it is commercially composted. So some things that are marketed as compostable are only going to be relevant in places where commercial composting is available and easily accessible. Same goes for recycling. I know some places, when I did my internship in North Carolina, they didn't recycle certain things. I don't remember specifically what it was. It was either they didn't recycle paper or it was that they didn't recycle cans and bottles. And I feel like it might have been the bottles, like water bottles, but I don't fully remember. I just remember complaining to a friend who went to college in Montana about how, why is there no recycling? Obviously, some things are more relevant in certain areas than other places, but I do try and have most of my packaging that I provide to be either recyclable or to be compostable. So with the recyclable stuff, I try and have all of my newly purchased mailers. I still have so many mailers to go through because I just bulk purchased them first thing I saw when I was first starting out, and I actually don't know if they're recyclable. They are made out of cardboard, but they have a coating on them and are white, so I don't know if that prevents them from being recycled or not. I really should figure that out. But any new mailers that I'm purchasing are recyclable. And then the label paper that I use is also recyclable, which is great. So when you're getting a package from me, all of the outside packaging should be recyclable. And then interior wise, I previously was purchasing glassine, or if you ever gotten a baked good at the farmer's market, that is glassine. So it's semi-transparent, you can see vague shapes, it's not fully opaque, but it's definitely not clear either. And so I previously had purchased very large glassine bags for my large prints because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to find clear bags that are recyclable for my large prints, so I'll use these. And then previously was just using non-recyclable, non-compostable clear bags for my smaller prints. But I did find compostable clear sleeves, which is what you would use to sleeve a print or sleeve a card or a zine, etc., etc. And so I found compostable ones of those, and that makes it really, really good and makes me feel a lot better about using them, because just putting that many plastic sleeves out into the universe, just it's not the worst thing in the world, and big thing is corporations, but I'd still like to not contribute to it as much if possible. So I use clear bags for my clear bags, fitting name. They do a lot of other packaging stuff as well, and not all of their things are eco-friendly. You have to specifically go and click the specific eco-friendly option to even get that. And some of the things are a little bit misleading. I was recently looking for eco-friendly bags for keychains and wanted like hanging pouches, and was kind of struggling with that because a lot of the bags that were listed as eco-friendly were like thin plastic recyclable, which really isn't commonly accepted, it seems like. And when you think thin plastic, think like a plastic grocery bag would be in that category of recyclables. So I guess technically recyclable, but like not commonly accepted. And so I don't necessarily want to do that, because if it's not a commonly accepted thing, exception being compost, because at least in Seattle, where most of my sales happen, compost is a common thing. And then what I've been using for pretty much everything else in my packaging is eco-enclose. And like their name implies, they're specifically focused on eco-friendly packaging options. So they're where I get my glassine bags from, any of my new mailers from. I also do my freebie stickers through them. So my freebie stickers are fully recyclable, which is awesome and very exciting. And I think that's all I do through them currently. In terms of glassine bags, I no longer am doing the large glassine bags because I replaced those with those compostable plastic sleeves. But I am still doing like teeny tiny little baby glassine bags, specifically for at events or markets. And that's the packaging that I'll use if someone purchases just a few stickers, and all of those stickers will fit into there, or like a washi tape. Basically that's used for small little items that don't need a bigger sleeve or a bigger bag or anything like that. And then the one thing that I'm still trying to figure out, because I am not sure about it, and maybe if you're an artist or a small business owner, please tell me what you do or your thoughts on this, but I have products that I get manufactured overseas, mostly in China, and often when they are shipped to me, they have packaging around them already. And often that will be like those plastic sleeves, non-compostable, or like shrink wrap around washi tape. And I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that, and like going through and replacing that so that I can claim that all of my packaging is eco-friendly. Because that packaging like already exists and it's already there, should I just continue to use that packaging, or does it make it easier for a customer to know that all of my packaging is recyclable or compostable if I go through and change that out so that it's easier for them, and then I know that that other packaging goes in the garbage? I don't know. I'm just not sure how I feel about it, because one, it's extra effort and I don't really need any extra effort. But also, like, is it easier for a customer if all of the packaging is the same, or are they just gonna toss it in the garbage regardless? But yeah, I'm not sure. So I'd love to know if you have any of the same like concerns or thoughts, or have gone through this in your brain, like what you think about this. Do you go through and swap out the packaging? And maybe it's less so for what I'm talking about, where it's to make things more eco-friendly for customer perspective, and maybe it's more so branded packaging or things like that. That's also something I want to get better at, but not really the point of this video. But it is something I want to get better at, is having prettier packaging and like presenting my things in a prettier manner, because I think my stuff looks meh. And especially as I'm getting more keychains, if I ever get into creating like more enamel pins, I could even do it with my button pins currently, I just don't. But like creating backing cards or having like the little fold over things so that things can hang up, I haven't done any of that. Again, extra effort, and I haven't really felt the drive to try doing that yet. But it is something in the back of my brain that I'm like, I feel like that's a place where I'm lacking in terms of presentation. So something I might look into doing in the future. But thank you all so much for listening to me just basically ramble about packaging. I will put the 2 sites that I use for my packaging in the description down below. So if you are interested in changing over any of your existing packaging for more eco-friendly options, you know where to find it. And if you enjoyed this video, I would love if you considered subscribing. I put out videos every Monday about my art and what it's like running a small art business. Sometimes they're just rambles. And I also want to say thank you to my Ko-fi subscribers. If you're interested in supporting me further, you can subscribe to me on Ko-fi for $1 or $3 a month, and you will get different monthly rewards like your name in this video, monthly behind-the-scenes sketchbooks, and mobile and desktop backgrounds. Thank you again, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!